Hey, my name is Karen, and in this video I will be sharing 10 legendary pitch decks and lessons you can learn from them with Piktochart. So what is a pitch deck? It is a brief presentation that provides investors with an overview of your business. If you're looking for funding from VCs, the first step is to create a pitch deck. It is usually focused on showcasing your product, sharing your business model, giving a look into your monetization strategy, and introducing your team. It is an essential fundraising tool no matter the amount you're trying to raise. If you've never done it before and you are a first-time entrepreneur, it can be daunting. So to help you, we've taken cues from top startups who've raised money from angel investors and VCs with effective pitch decks. We've compiled a list of 10 of the best startup pitch deck examples to serve as inspiration. And these are Facebook, Airbnb, Buffer, Square, LinkedIn, Mint, MapMe, LaunchRock, MixPanel, and more. These pitch decks were created by top brands in tech looking to raise funds. Now let's talk about creating the pitch deck. Do you need to do PowerPoint? Well, you could. But what if I told you that there's a better way? If you want to create a winning investment presentation, you should definitely check out the free templates in Piktochart that were created in collaboration with HighSpark. HighSpark has helped develop more than 500 powerful pitch decks. The startups they've worked with have raised over $80 million in funding. Now let's look at some of the most successful pitch decks out there. This should help you get an idea of what to include in your startup pitch deck. Our first example is Facebook. Here's a fun fact. Peter Thiel, the billionaire, venture capitalist, and entrepreneur, was the first outside investor of Facebook back in 2004, around the time when Mark Zuckerberg first set out to turn his dorm room into a lasting project. Zuckerberg received $500,000 from Peter Thiel. Facebook's pitch deck was more of a media kit. It contained the company's value proposition, key metrics, and marketing services that were used to sell ads to potential clients. The focus of the pitch deck was based on solid numbers such as their user engagement, traffic, and growth trajectory. The next is Airbnb. If you've not heard of it, Airbnb is a platform that allows people to find, list, and rent lodging. This company is one of the greatest startup success stories of our time. Their pitch deck has become a most used reference for entrepreneurs around the world. My favorite takeaway from their pitch deck is their intro. It's about hooking your audience. You need to describe your business using as few words as possible. Imagine telling a 5-year-old what your business is about. If you can't do that, it's time to put some time into nailing it down. Now let's look at Buffer. Buffer is a social media scheduling platform that allows you to schedule content to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. The almighty startup pitch deck that helped Buffer raise over $500,000 gained popularity by becoming one of the first pitch deck openly shared online. The founder decided to put it up to help other startups raise funds. My favorite takeaway from this, same as Facebook, is the use of solid numbers from Buffer's users. Next is Square. Square is a company that allows merchants to accept mobile credit card payments via a dongle. My favorite takeaway from their pitch deck is social proof. It doesn't hurt to promote their management team if they've been with Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, PayPal, and more. It shows that your management team's experience is an armor to your company. This detailed pitch deck outlines Square's business model and a simple financial model that portrays their annual revenue and 5-year growth plan. Rate. LinkedIn is the 5th company we will be looking at. Founded in 2002, LinkedIn is a top business-oriented social networking platform. The company's pitch talks about company values, the power of network, and how it's different from other social networks out there. My favorite takeaway is the pitch deck also provides an extensive analog to show investors what LinkedIn is. For example, it talks about Web 1.0 versus Web 2.0. AltaVista was Search 1.0 and Google Search 2.0. The deck talks about how LinkedIn is networking for business 2.0. Next, we have Mint. Mint is a personal financial services tool that helps people track their spending and find ways to save money. This pitch deck was used in a competition and was never used for raising money, but there's still lots of lessons that startups can learn from this pitch deck. My favorite takeaway is this pitch deck provides clear value proposition for customers and investors. The creators of this deck understood that one of the key concerns of investors is the exit mechanism of his or her investments. I love how the deck highlights a number of exit strategies. Seventh, we have MapMe. MapMe allows users to create universally accessible maps of anywhere they want with no coding required. This deck was used to raise $1 million in seed funding. Social proof almost always works. The deck showed that the startup had over 20,000 unique visitors, 18,000 monthly alerts, and 12 minutes average sessions on the site. One thing to note here is that the deck has fewer than 13 slides, but provides investors with knowledge of traction the site got going viral on social media and their go-to market strategy. Eighth, we have LaunchRock. LaunchRock allows users to create landing pages and quickly get their startups known through social media even before the launch of their site. My favorite takeaway is 1. The better designed decks. This deck had only 15 slides, but showed how the product worked and different ways it can be used. They utilize an analogy similar to what LinkedIn had in their decks. Ninth, we have MixPanel. MixPanel is an advanced analytics program for mobile and web. They not only analyze page views, but also analyze the actions people take. This is the Series B deck for MixPanel that helped them raise over $65 million. My favorite takeaway is that the pitch deck started with a problem, which is people guessing their analytics. It followed up by providing a solution to that problem and ultimately their competitive advantage. Last and certainly not least, we have Moz. Moz started out as an SEO company but has pivoted to support marketers across all inbound marketing strategies. This is the Series B deck for Moz that they used to raise over $18 million. If you are an established startup, you can follow this guide. The deck is packed with information about the company since it was founded 5 years prior to this pitch. My favorite takeaway is because the company had been in operation for over 5 years, they were able to present an accurate estimate revenue, average customer lifetime value, the cost of paid acquisition, and the rest. To sum it up, a strong pitch deck not only serves to reinforce your brand to investors, it also demonstrates that you understand what your business is and who your customers are. Here are some of the main ideas we gathered to help you with your pitch deck. Pitch decks don't have to be formal or beautiful. Provide an impactful intro or slogan. Keep your deck short, less than 20 pages. Use analogies to back up the points you are making. That you start with a strong intro or vision. You should also show problems and offer the solutions. Should also be able to identify the market opportunities, showcase the product or services clearly, digest your business model, highlight financials, and add social proof or case studies. You should also be able to differentiate from your competition and show an experienced management team. There are free templates available in Piktochart that you can use. This makes it easy to work on your slides without having to worry about the design. We took care of that for you. If you don't have an account yet, just sign up for a free Piktochart account and go to presentations to explore all the available templates. If you liked this video and would like more, be sure to subscribe to Piktochart YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.